been a number of local initiatives taking place across Cornwall in the last couple of months to help support and bring more visitors to local towns. So the events are funded by Tresoris Cerno. That feels a very Cornish name, Tresoris Cerno, who have been supported by the UK Government, Cornwall Museums Partnership, Creative Cerno and Cornwall Council plus Cornwall 365. So one recent event was held on Saturday the 18th of June, and we have with us today Will Burt.
Hiya.
Hello. Welcome on in. How are you feeling today?
Good, yes, thank you.
You're all
yes.
excited to talk about it.
Yeah, that was all done. It was, a bit stressful leading up to it, but it's nice.
So lots
now.
of planning, lots and lots of planning.
Yeah, and it's quite a short time frame as well, because it's a new initiative.
Quick turnaround as well.
Okay,
so we'll get into that. But you were one of the organisers behind the event. So Will is better known as our regular movie visitor from White River Cinema, but he's here today to tell us more about the recent St Austell Cultural Celebration and Community Championship. So thank you for coming in today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yes,
it's
always a pleasure to come down.
Meet you in person.
Yes, seen on the videos and correspondence via email
all
stuff.
Over the place at the minute. We're going all over. So I guess just tell us, what was the kind of concept behind the event?
So Sheila Van Loo, who's done a few town events before, approached me and said there's a few small events and there's funding available, but we want to try and do something a bit bigger. So I got thinking and came up with this big idea to unite all the smaller groups to do one big event on one day and to spread it out. So we had... there's a music and theatre lined up. So the Storm Arts set up in Smorgas, St Austell Live, and that was local acts from around the county performing music and spoken word all day. We had Polyrhythm with their music library set up in town. We had a newer initiative, which was the Finger Ninja, so Jam First Theatre Group. It's like a big assault course. We've got one set up in the cinema at the moment. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't. I definitely know Jam First, though. They are apparently incredible. I hear a lot about their theatre performances.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Yes, very interactive and very, very funny as well.
They're cool.
So.
They've got a lot of energy, haven't they?
Yes, a bit wacky out there. Yes,
But it's good. We need more of that.
Definitely. Yeah. So we've got this assault course, and you have to run the assault course with your fingers, and you film it and then upload it. To
that's quite cool.
Social media.
And you're doing that at the cinema as well?
Yeah, it's still running at the moment. So
That's
there's competitions for that. So the best or most original ones win a cinema gift card.
That's amazing.
Apparently so, I've been told.
I love that.
Yes,
I might have to try that. I don't know how. Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
I
might surprise myself.
It makes sense. There's different things. You've got a little runway, and then a tightrope, and then these bouncy balls to go across.
That's incredible.
So, it sounds weird until you see it.
Do you have a video of that?
Yeah, there are videos.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So we're going to see that in a minute.
Yes,
That's exciting. So can you tell us a little bit about who else was involved? Was there anyone else involved that you haven't mentioned? Or
that was the Finger Ninja Jam First. We had the cinema involved, and we got the Force for Charity group, the Star Wars characters come in. They all dress up. So Chewbacca was there,
cool.
C-3PO, Princess Leia, Rey, and Imperial Troopers. So yeah, that was good. And everyone loves the Star Wars. So
you can't not.
No,
you can't not.
My idea behind it is that we do quite a few events for like entertainment, but we needed a competitive element as well. So I wanted the community championship. So there was a fancy dress parade involved with the Star Wars characters. Then we had the market house in town where we had a baking contest.
Baking contest?
Yeah. Baking contest.
How did that work?
So people bake the cakes and bring them in, and
okay.
the mayor was attending to judge the cakes as well. So she basically
amazing.
had a slice of each, which she liked the best. Yeah,
there we go then. Okay.
Yeah, she had the deputy mayor as well. So I imagine
what won?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
Offhand.
Damn.
No.
I was going to say if it was like a local restaurant or something, that would have been.
No, it was local people
just
submitting.
Local people.
So
cool,
yes,
okay.
but there was an adult group and a junior group. We had vegetable growing. There was flower arranging as well. And the design a little garden thing as well. So
that's amazing.
There's lots of little ones. They all won a trophy and book tokens.
Great, and that's such a good. Like St Austell really needs that.
Yes,
as well.
And we do the communities as well. So you win the prize for yourself. You also win points for your local district. So I've got a massive cup at home to present to the winning district, which we're still tallying up.
Amazing.
And that's going to be presented, and they get £150 book tokens to spread between two of the school libraries within that district as well.
That's incredible. That's such I love the book idea as well, because that's getting people into reading, and it's all good for your brain. I've been getting into reading lately. Actually.
Cool.
I've been doing a lot of it, and I have noticed a really big difference.
Not the Beano.
Not yet, but you might convince me. You might convince me. You never know. But anyway, so what was the attendance like on the day?
It's brilliant. Yeah,
Lots of people?
Really well tended. So we had Bash Street Theatre. They're from Penzance originally.
I know them as well.
Yes, they go around with different cameras. So they set up on the day and they had a good performance in the afternoon. So there's stuff all day. We had a football competition in the main street as well. So one of the elements I wanted was a sport inside, and we were going to do like a proper sports day. But as we had a couple of months, it's very tricky to try and do everything we wanted to do. But there was a penalty football competition, and that was really popular. Like people just going past this sponge ball in the proper goal. They love that. Just going again.
It always sounds like a little mini carnival.
It was, yeah. It wanted to be like a fun day, but with additional bits. So we didn't call it a fun day because there was a lot of, like I said, there's cultural celebration. So we had the theatre, the music, and all those. But then you had all the fun, competitive side of things as well.
It's amazing. And like, I feel, okay, I have to ask you this question because I feel like I can't not. How do you feel about the statue?
It's not called. It's officially a sculpture, isn't it?
Sculpture, sorry.
Yes.
The sculpture.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the sculpture?
There's mixed opinions on it. I don't mind it. I like the top bit. That sounds strange. I don't like the bottom sections. I think they could have done a bit more to that.
Yeah.
But it's a talking point. Anyway, it's got lots of people talking.
It's definitely a talking point.
Yeah.
But you know, I was quite surprised at it. I was just quite surprised at it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that £80,000 would have been spent on a wonderful sculpture, but it was.
One of the best things I heard before was that there was talking about this sculpture and statue, and it was supposed to be a statue originally. Oh, it's the biggest statue in the world. I said, well, it's not.
In the
is
world?
It? Yeah. So Statue of Liberty is a little bit bigger than that. So, no, of its type. So it's the largest ceramic because it's all based around the China clay.
Yes.
So it's all the Austell project.
Which is very good.
Yes, yeah.
Definitely, because white gold and everything, it's all, part of all Cornwall.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And
important.
the idea behind it is great. It maybe not has been executed as well as it could have been.
Yes.
Okay,
well, that's good to hear your opinion on that. I just wanted to, from, local.
Yeah, looking out on it every day. So,
do I like it? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so how was the day received? How was it?
It was really good, the people taking part. Obviously, us providing the event, we all enjoyed it, went really smoothly. I forgot to say we had stuff the day before as well. So Bash Street came up and done Bobby's on parade the day before. They're going around like on stilts as policemen handing out tickets. And we had a pub quiz in the British Legion the night before as well.
They're always popular. People love pub quizzes.
Yeah. So that was another competitive element to it. So
were there any did you go to the pub quiz?
No, I was hoping to, but I couldn't make it in the end. So because I was getting stuff ready the next day.
I was going to ask about the questions, because sometimes they're most absurd questions that I would never know, but someone knows that.
Yes.
And it's just crazy.
Someone will know everything, won't they? So,
but anyway, so treasure hunt.
Yeah, we've done the treasure hunt as well.
How did that go?
Stickers. So we had 10 venues around the town, and people had to find the stickers and record where they were and submit that. So that's another competitive. So again, the person that won that won a gift card, and they'll get points for their district.
Amazing.
So yeah, there's loads and loads of little elements, and there's an Instagram photo competition as well. So I keep forgetting what
this is good. There's just more and more things keep coming up, which is great and really important.
So
you're obviously really passionate about it, and you want it to continue. So do you feel like it's going to be a regular event?
We hope so. It was popular enough to be able to pitch it as a regular event. There would be a few tweaks made to it, and we'd have to make sure that the ones providing the events on the day could join us again next year. We'd probably look at changing the date because there was, despite us doing really well, there was a lot of competition. There was Lost Fest on that day, the Falmouth Sea Shanty, there was a Charlestown Food and Drink Fest. So yeah. When we looked, it was clear. And then, as it came close, there's something else. Yeah, it was an Eden session as well. So there was lots of things going on.
Nothing happens in Cornwall for
and
such a long period of time, and then everything happens at once for a month, and then it all stops again.
All in June. So we avoided Royal Cornwall. But that was my interaction. We wanted to do a smaller version of it. That was the contest of the baking and the flower arranging and all the other bits and pieces going on.
I love that flower arranging.
Yes,
I would never have thought of that. Was there a professional who does that there, or how did that?
No, people they design their own flower arranging at home and then bring it in. So
okay, so similar to the baking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm excited to see all this, and we do actually have a short video showing some of the highlights of this year's St Austell Cultural Celebration and Community Partnership Day. Yeah. So let's take a look. Let's see what it looks like.
Director's commentary over the top, is it?
Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe.
We'll do it. Amazing. That was good. And
Yeah, it's
there
brilliant.
was a real like energy to it, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah, stuff all day, and that was the thing. We had to time it very well, so there was no like conflict of interests. So we didn't want Bash Street going on when the fancy dress was going on and other bits and pieces. So yeah, but there was stuff going on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to try and avoid conflicts because there's so much you're trying to fit in. So, but it
But
worked
I
really
imagine
well.
like when you like as a member of public attending as well. But I always feel like there is a real excitement when you go into events like that. Because like, oh, what's happening? Where can I go? Oh, I can catch that thing, then go
Yeah.
to this thing, and that's really exciting. So
It went really quick because
It went quick.
I was running around down here there doing this.
I
and that.
bet.
And so like looking at my watch. Oh,
that's
this
the
is on.
thing.
That's on.
So did you enjoy it?
I did, yes, yeah, because everything was planned, and like I said, there's lots of little groups, so that everyone was responsible for their own events. So your Polyrhythm doing the music, Bash Street doing the theatre, so they were all responsible for their own. So I was just like scuttling around, sort of keeping an eye, showing Joe where to go, do some pictures, and yeah, but because everything was planned and done properly, and everyone knew what they're up to, it went really well, and yeah, managed to enjoy it on the day.
So tell me a little bit about kind of the process of finding all these acts, and what did you decide to just regulate just to Cornish acts and then highlight them, or like how did you go about it?
Yeah, it was local projects, but people, so Restore Marks had their own idea, and Bash Street wanted to do stuff, so everyone wanted to do something, but I think there was concern that if just one person done it, there might not be a massive crowd. So all these had already applied to do something on a certain day, and we just combined everyone. So Sheila knew all these individual groups, brought us all together in a meeting.
I know
said to
Sheila,
them-
she's brilliant.
Yeah, so we'll
She's
do it
al-
on this
so
day. do
connected.
that. Yes, yeah. So she knew them all, brought us all together, and said, "Right, we're going to do it all on one day. We'll cover it, and you all do your own thing." And yeah, it worked really well.
Do you think that you had like a particular favourite that you would definitely want to come back next year, that like you might even put a time aside to watch? Was there one that just really stood out for you?
Not really. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
So you
Because they're
can't
all so
pick a favourite.
different.
So,
They're all kind of
yeah.
masters
Yeah.
of each section.
Yes, yeah, you
aren't
needed
they?
that variety, and hopefully next year we can do a few more different things. I'd like to try and incorporate more of a sporting element to it. We want to use one of the sports fields, either Polterre or down
There was an event.
Gover.
Oh gosh, what was it? Tea in the Park? Tea in the Park. I don't know if you heard
Okay,
about it. Oh,
yeah.
it was a massive thing in at Polterre. They had like a big event there, and they had like
excellent.
massive speakers because I could
Yeah.
hear it from really, really far away.
Yes, yeah, and the library as well. We like to incorporate them, but there was a restriction for the boundary, so that had to be within the town centre for the events to take place.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes, yeah.
Would you
it
ever
was
do like a
awkward.
walking parade?
We did. We wanted to fancy dress. There wasn't a huge turnout. It was about 10. So we
Oh.
were wanting to do a big parade. Like Star Wars were going to lead them off and walk around the town and stuff. But I did say Chewie also can't walk that far.
Why is that?
He's got C-3PO on his back, so it's quite heavy. So
Oh, right, okay. I have got to say, when I saw Chewbacca in that video, it was uncanny.
He's brilliant,
He
yes,
looked
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Were they like hired actors, or like were they just like real big fans? And
it's
they
a force of chance. They've been doing it for years, so they've always come to the cinema when we've had Star Wars films on and other events.
That's
They'll come and join us.
amazing. That's really
So
cool.
they raise
So-
money for local charities, and yeah, they all dress up and they've all take it very, very seriously because the costumes are
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah,
They're
are.
really good. They're really
Yeah.
good. Okay, so, yeah, that was just great to hear about it all, really. And it's really good to hear that St Austell is having these events happen, because it really needs it.
Yeah, it needs a
Obviously,
boost.
there's loads of money been put into St Austell, and then it's kind of flattened again, and then
Mm.
again that's happened, and it's flattened. And it just seems to be these things keep happening. But I think as people and as community, everyone kind of needs to come together and just make it better than what it is.
Definitely, that was the thinking behind this, because it's such a big town now. It's sprawled out so far. My thinking was that we divide them up into their districts. Like you got your Bethel, Gover, Hondu, Mount Chelsea, sort of get them to compete against each other. So you're representing your own little one within one bigger town. Because
That's
it's
good.
such spread out that you need to try and get that community spirit back. But I don't think we can from a town perspective, but I think we can from a district perspective. And then it will work and get
And then
the town back.
connect as
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
That's good as well. It's strange, isn't it, how competition can sometimes actually bring people together
yes,
in
yeah,
strange
definitely.
ways. It's like
Yeah.
they all work together for the same thing.
Yeah,
Gives
if you
them
look
that purpose.
at like the big sports teams and like the rivals and stuff, so
Yeah.
because they're rivals, you've got that more interest and you want to sort of do better than them, and it sort of goes from there. So like, even cheese rolling and stuff like that, isn't it? So every element, so you want to do better than your neighbours, definitely. So
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope that it kind of pushes through and then becomes a really big thing next year. So, thank you, Will,
Thank you.
for coming in to talk to us this morning. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again soon, as we
Yes.
always do.
Yeah.
Although it's more than likely you'll be having a lovely stroll and chat with Nath.
Probably yes. Yeah, we'll have to find somewhere to go on locations. I know Mevagissey's our next
Oh,
ambition,
okay.
but the concern is being the summer season, it might be a little bit too busy So we do go and film, and we do get quite a few rubberneckers. We're filming, so people.
What's going on here? Well, not a lot happens in there.
What's going on?
There's a like food fest, isn't there? And then there's not much else happens.
They had Feast Week, but you just get
Feast
your
Week, that's what I
visitors,
meant.
don't you? So yeah, there
That
could be
one.
someone, we're talking and they're behind us. You know, we had that at Eden, we were filming, and it's quite obvious we were filming. It's all roped off,
Yeah,
and we're in
yeah.
a quiet area, and this man decided to just walk across the shot. And he
We had
goes,
that
"Yeah, thank
yesterday.
you."
Someone just came up to the camera. The
Yeah.
camera's here and just went, hi. And then we were like, oh, we're trying to do an interview.
Yeah, he
It was
didn't even,
quite
he was just
funny.
on his phone walking through. It's like, it was very obvious what was going on. You think he would have had some sense.
Silly, aren't they?
So, yeah, didn't
What,
realise
what
till
are we
afterwards.
like? What are we all like?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for more information about the St Austell Cultural Celebration and Community Championship, search St Austell CCCC, 4 C's,
Yeah.
on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Yes.
Any final
Yeah.
thoughts?
No, I said I want to make it an annual event. So there's the big cup presentation soon and the book tokens for the schools. But if anyone's interested, wants to get involved and stuff next year, get in touch, because obviously we'll need funding again. This was a new initiative and we don't know what will happen next year, but there's enough interest and support to definitely do something again in the future. I have to say that we had the Sea Cadets come and help out, and they were really good too. They were like
Interesting.
guiding, helping people like the treasure hunts and marshalling at the events, because weather-wise we were not as lucky as we could have been, but we were luckier than it was forecast. It started a bit damp, then it improved, but one of the big troubles was the wind. So we had lots of outdoor games of the football, and there was giant cards and Jenga and stuff like this, but so windy, it was blowing things around. But when they turned up, they were just like holding onto the things so people could still
Well, that's
have
good
a go at
then.
the game. So yeah,
They
were
got a
brilliant.
use. They've got a use.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So search CCCC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And thank you again, Will, for coming in.
Yeah,
And,
thank you. Yes.
We'll catch you
Great.
soon.